What is good, everyone? And in today's video, it's another business day as usual. And actually, I just got myself another sale today. And now it has nothing to do with my clothing brand, even though that's the one piece of clothing I want people to buy from me. But I have put other things on sale because obviously you can't just make money from one thing. You gotta try making money from multiple different things if you can. So today's video is just gonna be a update of what is going on and what is happening, and also at the same time what I'll be planning on doing in the future and what I'm doing for today. So without further ado, like, subscribe, follow me on my channel if you're new. This is a business journey, a beginner entrepreneurial journey that I am taking, and it's not like I'm not making any money. I have made sales so far. As you can see here, I have made 4 to 5 sales in the past 5 weeks ever since the first sale, and it's going well. I see the progress, and I may not have got a lot of sales yet, but it's a beginning phase. Nothing much happens at the beginning. So without further ado, like, subscribe once again, and let's get straight to the video. So actually, I was supposed to deliver the item yesterday, but the thing is, it was a Sunday and I didn't realize that it was closed. So I had to wait an entire day. Today is Monday. It is currently, what time is it? It's 11:16 a.m. And right here is my, where is it? Hold on. Right here is the package. As you can see here, I haven't really put the label on it. And also I can't really show the label because it has people's addresses. I gotta be careful. Whenever you're starting a business, just keep one thing in mind. There are certain things that you do that could jeopardize literally all your hard work. If you accidentally expose one of your customers or clients' address or something like that, they don't have to physically come to your location. They could just sue you right there and then. So you could be in Africa doing your work or whatnot, for an example, and he could be in South America and he can sue you from there. So it's not like he has to get there. Everything nowadays is online. It's become much easier. So you gotta be careful. So without further ado, we are going to go to the mail office and we're gonna deliver the product. Oh my god. Yo, that is insane, dude. Hold on. Let me put the, that is insane, dude. Like, this is such a nice car, dude. Like, now, I don't know if it'll be a good idea to record myself driving this car, because it is kind of a new car to me that I'm driving. Hold on, wow, this is such an amazing car. It's a low car. I don't know if you heard, but it kind of scraped the ground a little bit, which is the problem with cars that are low. But this is an amazing car. I know it's not a sports car, but as you can see, it's just a Cadillac, right? But the thing is, it's an amazing car. It's beautiful, and it's a starter for me too, so it's not like I've had multiple different cars and this is boring. Like, this is one of my first cars that I'm ever driving. First was a Nissan Rogue, now what you call it, Cadillac CT5. So this car does me a huge favor now. Hopefully I'll be able to drive it for a little bit, for as long as I'm making content. And I got the product, driving a sports car. It's pretty awesome, man, if you ask me. Now, what if I were to tell you, what if I told you that this is not my car? Exactly, it's not my car. I'm not like the other gurus online who will scam, who will lie to get money and to get attention, because that's how they do it. You are their product. Just keep that in mind. You are the product. If they ever ask you, buy my course, why would they ask you? If they're already rich, if they're already successful, why would they ask you for money? Why would they ask you to buy something? Buy their course? Well, that's because that's how they got rich. Buy their course, right? So no, I'm not gonna sell you a course. I'm not gonna do any of that crap. I've got my own things to hustle on. I don't need other people to, well, I don't need to lie to people to get their money. I'm a very honest, truthful man. This is not my car. I'm only using it for a little bit. And the person who gave me this car is letting me use it for a while. So my content is all about honesty, all right? Yo, no matter which postal office I go to, they don't have labels available. Really frustrating. Imagine if I had a bunch of products to label and I only got like $2 in the bank. How the hell am I gonna be able to label each and every one of them? It doesn't make any sense. It's only one package, no big deal, but in the future, it will be, who knows, a whole truckload full of packages I gotta label. And how am I gonna do it if there's none available? This is the problem. This is why people make money and they buy their own things and use it to their own benefit instead of using facilities. Some people, not all people. Because it's just too much of a hassle. I'd rather do it all on my own than have a whole company. There's nothing wrong with the facilities for you, but every time I go there, it's not available. Labels are not available. Is it that I'm just going at the wrong times? Or they just don't got enough to supply their business or whatnot? Like, that's really weird. But they fixed it right now. They said wait for 5 to 10 minutes. It's 12 p.m. now. So after 12 p.m. is when I really gotta get serious with my day. Because before that or late at night is fine. But after 12 p.m., I'm serious. Alright, so let's go check up and see if I'm able to. Alright, so I was able to finally deliver the package. It was way too many steps, going one way after another way. And actually, I was like at 130 miles in the gas left. And now look how many miles are left in the tank. Wait, I don't know if y'all can tell. You see that? 79 miles left. It just does not make any sense. It's crazy, bro. And then I'm gonna go to the gym too, so that's gonna take more miles out of it. But anyways, I got done with the delivery finally. And now for the near end of the video, if there's anything I have to say, basically. Alright, so as a wrap up for the video, I will give a little knowledge of what I know, but I need to be in my house first. I'll do my research and then later on I'll tell you guys of what I know. And I could pass it down to you guys as a beginner entrepreneur, as a beginner businessman, what I could teach you and what for you to expect when you start your business. Alright, so very quick from what I have learned and what I've done my research were top 3 things that I could give to you right now. Basically, number 1 being have a routine, have a schedule, because if you don't have a schedule, you are not going to, well, let's just say exceed. You know what I mean? I used to sleep at 12 to 3 a.m. That is very late. You're not supposed to sleep at that time. All right. And the thing is, I would wake up sometimes 4 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. It will always be at p.m. I sleep at a.m., but I wake up at p.m. Not a good combination. Number 2, so first was have a routine. Number 2 is have at least 2 revenue streams. My business channel is not the only thing I'm working on. I have a fitness channel, which was actually the very first thing, which is why, as you can see from my build, the very first thing that I used to do was work out, which only made sense that I make content around and try to monetize it. And it also means not to overthink and try to do multiple things at once, expecting it to exceed. Because that's from what I've done over here, my little research, you can't really work on too many things and actually expect progress because your mind is dividing its attention into multiple different things that it doesn't need to, all right? Which causes you to burn out, crash, and eventually give in to the things like doom scrolling, which actually stimulates your brain, but it doesn't really ROI, the return on investment. Like, what do you get? Next time, think to yourself, what is the return on investment from me doom scrolling? Am I getting smarter? Am I getting richer from doing it? No. Instead of watching content, why not be the one making the content? So, number 3, don't tell people about your goals. And now I'm not saying you shouldn't tell your family, you shouldn't tell your parents. At least let them know that you're doing something. But don't go full on blueprint, tell them everything. Because that's the problem. That's what causes people to feel insecure, feel, oh, everyone is just trying to put me down. It's one of the main reasons why. Because you're just telling everyone everything. And you want their feedback and they give you something that your brain does not like hearing. And which causes you to give up and burn out very quickly. So I learned this technique where I just try my best to ignore and that I just simply stay quiet. Stay silent work hard, and let the results speak for itself. All right, so the 3 things you need to keep in mind as a beginner businessman. There are much more advice and tips I'll give in the future. This is only one of them. All right, have a routine, a schedule you can actually double down on. Work at least 2 income streams. It could be business, it could be one of them being a job and another one being a business. Doesn't matter. 2 income streams helping you. Because if you fall back on one, because if you fail on one business, at least fall back on another so you're not left with anything. And last but not least, stay silent, work hard, and let the results speak for itself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the end of this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me if you're new to my channel, and without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Take care.